Hello and welcome to Paper Terrace. Hello. Today I am going to go over 10 things that you can get last minute on the Amazon Prime Day sale. And these are all going to be very basic things that I use over and over and over. So just a little tip, if any of these have the option to do the subscribe and save, and if you also use these regularly, always sign up for that subscribe and save now when it's the lowest price. So that is a little tip my sister gave me. I didn't even think of it. Also, I will have all of the links down below so you can easily click them. They are affiliate links, and I appreciate so much if you click on my links to do your shopping. Even if you're purchasing other things in that shopping session, it does help me out, and I get a small commission from that. So I really do appreciate. Also, if you're not a Prime member and you want to be one, I'll have a link below where you can sign up there and get I think it's like a free month or something. I can't remember what the deal is right now, but I'll have it below. These are going to be just the basics, but I stay till the end because I have kind of a big update and reminder for you. All right, let's get started with library cards and pockets. Obviously, these aren't things you have to only use in junk journaling. If you do any kind of crafting, these are super fun. And if you have shopped for these on Amazon, you know that some of the listings are tricky and might only come with the pocket. So I have absolutely linked the combo that I get. It's 200 total, it is 200 pieces. So you get 100 pairs of the pocket and the card, and it's on the Prime Day sale right now. So there's that one. I'm going to try to go through these quick just to get straight to the point. Second are these really cute little newsprint treat bags. Now these would be awesome even for other reasons. If you send Happy Mail out a lot, if you have a little shop or something, these are so cute for packaging things up. And I love this size. They fit perfectly on a journal page because they're a little bit smaller, but they are also the perfect size for guest checks and tags. And so these are something that I repurchase all the time. Now this is a really fun one, and even though it's a little bit a more unique supply, I do repurchase these all the time, and I found the listing that I purchase over and over on the Prime Day sale. So it is pressed flowers. Now the pack that I have linked for you actually comes with, I don't remember the total number, but you get more than what I'm showing you here. You get some different colors. You might be able to change and pick specific colors, but yeah, I love these. I have used these for a very long time now. I even have a little example here where I use them in my clear tags, but I've also used them on journal covers and things like that. And they're so much fun to use in your junk journaling creations. Next up are guest checks. These have so many different fun ways that you can use them, and you can alter them, turn them into tags, add photos. They're also really fun if you're doing a vacation themed junk journal and maybe you want to write down what you ate at a certain restaurant with your receipt and a photo of your food or something. I love those for that reason, but yeah, they have a lot of purposes and they're really fun to share with your junk journal friends or put in your handmade journals. Again, this is a really fun one, and this was such a great find back in the spring, I think. And these are a vellum wildflower card jacket, I think is what it's called. But I mean, you can use these on the covers of journals. Again, they can be great for cards if you want to send a pretty card to someone. They just add a little pizzazz. I made some of these into little folios with pockets. I sewed in a pocket right here, and I filled them up with all kinds of fun things for Easter, and they come in a pack of 50. So these are actually a really great find. I think I've done a couple of videos using these in projects, so if you want to see that, I'll try to find it, or you can ask me in the comments and I'll find it for you. So next up, my friend Maddie actually kind of turned me onto these, and they're little merchandise tags, but anything small like this is so fun to use. I actually just used these in a junk journaling session, and I used them as a tab on the side of a paper And so yeah, these are really fun to alter, use, and have in your junk journals as well. So next up, we're gonna get into some little hardware pieces. And I was going through my order history when I picked these ideas for you guys, because again, I really wanted them to be things that I repurchase all the time and use a ton of. And all of these are very inexpensive items as they are, but they are little bulb pins. And again, I use these in all kinds of ways. I can show you another example. I love using them for little charms on the sides of things like this. I love using them on the covers of fabric journals. They're very versatile and you can use them in so many different ways. So with that, I'm going to show you these little bulldog clips or hinge clips. And this was a hard one to find on Amazon, the right size and everything, because there's another brand that I buy them from a lot, which are a really great brand, and they're just a little bit more expensive. So I wanted to find the Amazon version, and these are it. Perfect size. Oh my gosh, again, I just realized that this tag holds so many of these. But here's a little example here, and I put little charms hanging off the side. But they're even great for, I used them as clips the other day when I was making a fabric journal and I needed clips to hold the fabric on. But yeah, very expensive version, the perfect size. I went through purchasing so many listings trying to get the right size, and they were always like big and clunky and not what I wanted. So I will have the exact link down below for you. Another thing that I have found is kind of hard to find unless you have the link are these charm rings. And these are perfect for the sides of journals. Again, there's another brand that's out there that sells a smaller, more regular size. I think this brand has the smaller too, but I'm just going to link the big ones because that's what most people usually ask me for. And these are very heavy duty, perfect for holding your charms and tassels on the sides of your journals, but they're also fun. You could use them in all kinds of different journal covers and things like that. It could be a little doorknob or something like that. So this is a really nice brand for like half the cost of what you would expect. I'm not going to go through everything in here, by the way, just my favorites, but these nameplates are really cute. And I think they come in a pack of 50, or maybe I'm wrong and it's 25, but I think it's 50. Anyways, it's a great value because again, these are really great. You'll see them on the covers of journals. You could use them on the inside covers. You could use them in your craft room for, you know, decorating and labeling things. I think they come with they might not actually. I was thinking that they came with little brads, which is another thing I should have looked up, but I didn't. Anyways, I don't know that these do come with the little brads, but a lot of times I am just like gluing them on, or I sew them on the little holes here. So I don't remember that part, but they might come with screws, which is more for hardware. I think that's what they're intended for, but regardless, great buy and a great find. So let's see, we have a few more things, and then like I said, I have like kind of a reminder thing for you guys and answering a couple questions I got. Muslin. If you are like me, I use muslin for many different things. I like to line my journals with muslin before using my final fabric or paper. I just have a little piece here because I actually needed some too. And I know that a lot of us probably used to get this at Joann's. It was a great deal, but we don't have Joann's anymore. So since it was on a Prime Day deal, I wanted to share with you because I have purchased it on Amazon many times, and that's where I got this one. So yeah, I like using it also for little tabs and stamping on. This is a perfect one for stamping on. In fact, I just was trying something out for my next journal collection, and you can see how cute that little idea is. So there's that. I have something that was on a Prime Day deal yesterday. Sadly, I looked today and it's not. But I still am sharing it with you just because it's still only $6, and it's this specific brand, Velcro brand, of mini Velcro dots. Now, these are the ones that are actually so thin. They're not going to add a lot of bulk to your projects, and I share this one over and over because I use it so much, so I had to throw it in there. Now, I had some quite a few questions on my last Amazon video where I was sharing my favorite tools. A lot of you wanted to know which eyelets to use with this because you were having the same problem with me where many of them don't work perfectly. And I wish I would have remembered to mention that. Yes, you're right. The one brand that works very perfectly, now you can get the generic brand to work. I use them all the time. It's just not going to be a perfect fit. But the perfect size fit is going to be the brand that this is, which is We Are Memory Keepers. So I'll have 2 links below where you can get the best fitting eyelets. I'm sharing standard size with you, and then I just wanted to show this larger size right here, which is super fun to use for closures on your journals and charms and things like that. So I'll have that linked below. I don't think it was on a Prime Day deal though, but I wanted to answer that while we're on the subject of Amazon. Now, the last thing that I want to mention, which is a still Prime Day deal, but I already shared it, was the sticker maker. And I'm only sharing it because when I shared it in that first video, I didn't have my special code from the company, and you can get it even cheaper than the deal that it's on. So if you want to use the code, I have it in the description, and now off the top of my head, I can't remember it. So you'll need to look in the description, but it's going to give you an additional 15% off. And this is already on a Prime Day deal. So if you're wanting to grab it, today's the last day. I don't usually push sales, but this is a higher ticket item. And so I would recommend, if you're wanting it, you know, you can always make your mind up later. But yeah, if you want to get it for the Prime Day deal, plus the additional 15% off works on top of it. I have it in my cart. I checked it out. It ends up being like $212, which, yes, I know, again, it's a more expensive item, but I've like already got my use out of it. And if you want to see more videos on this, I already have a couple up on my channel. I think the coupon code was like 15 pics cut, but again, just check. Now, if you're also curious how to add that code to this, when you are checking out, there is going to be a little section that's checking your address, and it'll say gift cards, vouchers, and promo codes. You click on that, and then you might be confused because it shows like any of your saved cards. You scroll all the way down to the bottom, and there's going to be this little toggle button that says promo code. You click it, and it will give you the space to add it. So I already double checked. It does apply to this to take that extra 15% off. I hope some of you get it because I'm so excited. I'm going to be using mine a ton. I actually even, again, the company sent this to me, by the way. I've mentioned that in my other videos, but just, you know, full disclosure here while we're talking about it. If you guys follow me, you already know that I'm obsessed with it. But with my own money, I even already purchased some of the refills. And these are not a part of that 15% off. I think they're also not on sale right now, but I still found it worth it to pay full price. These are supposed to be, I guess, a more enhanced version of the sticker paper that this comes with. I haven't used it yet, so if you want updates, I will update you. But 72 sheets, you're gonna have a lot of sticker making, and I think this was around $40. So if I do the math correctly, honestly, I feel like it's a great buy. The sticker paper is really high quality, and it obviously works perfect with the machine, and I feel like that's the price. I thought it was going to be a little bit more. I didn't think I would get 72 sheets, if I'm being honest, but that's just me jabbering because I'm obsessed with this. So if you guys have any questions down below, I will try to get back to you as soon as I can, since this is the last day for the sale, and I may end up adding a few more things in the description if I find anything else. There's a ton of junk journaling stickers and supplies that are still on the sale today, but I want to get this up as soon as I can because I'm running late to the game. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.